Welcome to The Joker and the Smoker. I'm Brandon.
And I am Isaac.
This is Symphony for the Devil by the Rolling Stones.
How's it going this week, Brandon?
Dude, I can't complain. I love this song, though. Just the intro.
The Stones, baby.
Oh, just the intro, though. Fuck the rest of the song. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man. Alright, man. So
yeah, man, what's going on in life?
Not a whole lot. It is, it's Friday.
It is. It's a good day.
Yes, it is. Week's finally over. Didn't do a whole lot of work. This week, work was alright.
Work is work, man. It's there every day.
Other than that, we recorded a podcast on Tuesday. But
we did.
Then we went and did stand-up.
We did. It was my first open mic comedy night ever.
How'd you feel?
I wasn't as nervous as I thought I would be, but retrospectively, I know that I was rushing my bits and I didn't have any timing in mind.
No.
Because I was just worried about the material,
right.
not forgetting it.
Right.
So that was really evident to me.
Yeah, you could see it.
But I got some good reactions from people.
Yes, you did.
I would say, out of my 4 bits for not even a whole 5 minutes, probably 2 of them went all right. And I just got to figure out the wording and the composure. And half of comedy is timing.
Oh yeah.
And the rest is content. So
yeah.
But I'm really stoked. The venue was really cool. At Bossy Girls Pinup Joint. Tuesday nights at what time was it? 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Yes.
From 8 to 10, they do comedy open mic, and then at 10 o'clock the musicians come in for open mic. So it's a pretty cool night. If you're free on Tuesday, come out and see us, because I think we're gonna plan to do that from now on every week.
I'll be there.
Got to work on that content somehow.
Yes. Right, and do that. It was a good night. It was not a packed place.
Yeah, there were more comedians than I thought there would be.
There was a decent amount.
Right?
At least 20.
Right? That's what I thought too. And I think for as many that have been there week after week, I think there were quite a few new people too.
There was.
So you could tell. It was
right.
It felt good though. The room felt pretty cool. I think everyone pretty much bombed to some extent.
Yeah, well, there is a very good reason for that.
Yeah, there was a weird energy interruption in the room.
Yeah, there was 2 really drunk guys.
There were.
At the start of the show, at 8 o'clock.
And at 8 o'clock when we first got there, well, the quarter till 8 or so, they were just like, I could tell they were, pretty couple beers deep.
Yeah.
At least, and they were brothers apparently. We found out more than we ever wanted to know about them without having to ask.
That is they were Bolivian.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Where's Bolivia?
I think it's somewhere in South America.
Okay.
I'm not sure above.
Everybody was calling them Mexicans, but they're like, we're not Mexican.
Exactly, yeah, they made a point to distinguish that, and it was like, I don't know, it was just weird, because they were creating this weird vibe, and they were just typically the unaware drunk who doesn't realize that they're creating a situation, right?
Well, that's not how you act at an open mic stand-up.
Right,
that's not how you act at a comedy show at all.
And they weren't even heckling, they were just straight up being rude.
They were just talking to people on stage.
Right, yeah, it was a one-way conversation with them or something.
Someone seriously, they would be knock knock, and the dude would be like, dude, I'm opening the door. What are you doing?
Yeah,
not following the protocol.
It was definitely odd to take or to watch as a passerby. But the other thing that kind of annoyed me was obviously she's probably not going to see it. If she does, she's pretty cute, but the bartender was kind of loud. She was
super loud.
Fake laughing at one guy in particular, and it was atrocious. I would have I can't. I thought there was a dolphin next door.
I
thought
thought she was upset because all the attention was on comedy, people on stage.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she's the bartender. That guy's what she's used to.
And they pushed tips a little bit more than I would have liked. Just pay the woman a decent wage. Granted, it's an American custom to tip, but they mentioned it probably upwards of 5 times.
That Bolivian guy didn't tip.
He did not, but he did tip in his cell phone number, which was returned back to him on the back of the receipt.
Funny.
It is. It was, and then.
But I've been there. You haven't been there? Have you ever been have you ever asked a girl for her phone number and she's like, no?
Definitely. I think I wrote my number on the back of a receipt one time or something.
Yeah.
And then I forgot my card.
Ooh, I don't think that's the best way to do things.
Yeah,
Like, I
it
think
was,
you just need to ask them.
But actually,
Like, write my number
it worked
down.
out, but it didn't because she ended up contacting me, and I was super excited when I read the text, and then she was like, "Your card's here," and I was like, "Oh, that's a burn, baby."
Yeah, that sucks. That
So
would
yeah,
suck.
and then she actually ended up being interested in a buddy of mine, and I wasn't too heartbroken over it. So
Well, that all worked out.
there's so many
Maybe,
fish
I
in
don't
the
know.
sea, man. I got plenty of bait.
But Jesus, look at the confidence over there in your pink shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, those two drunk guys, man, they were really ridiculous, and I am kind of upset that that's the first time. Like that was your first time going up.
Right.
Like I've been up multiple times, and that was the most awkward time I've ever been around because it sucked all energy out of the room.
It really did. It just created like this tension in the air that like no one could resolve, and there was just this like until they left the room and the energy was still in the room.
It was still in the room. And the worst part is I was sat at the very front. I was like right next to the stage. Me and you both were.
Right.
Just happened to be the table you picked out. And then they decided that they were going to stand right next to me so they could be in like arm length
yeah.
of the stage.
And like I was just trying to be a nice guy, and the one guy was like, "Hey, can I sit here?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, man." And the one guy was quieter at first than the other.
Yeah.
Like one of them was definitely
He was drinking them IPAs.
tagging along, yeah.
Well, not the guy tagging along. The main dude.
No, yeah, the main dude. Yeah, he was
trash.
putting them back.
Yeah, he was trash.
So yeah, that was.
Then he said he wasn't tipping because IPAs were $4.
Right, yeah, like dude, beer. Go anywhere and get a beer. It's gonna be $4.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much it is in Bolivia, but it's more than
not more than $4. Yeah. And then he forgot his card, came back.
Right.
It was great.
It was, and like
it was great.
And that.
I mean, it sucked. But.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned definitely from like an outside perspective is. One thing I think I need to be more open to is crowd work, because even if you don't have material, a lot of times you can just vibe the room.
Well, I did some crowd work with them gone. Exactly. I brought it back up and made a mom joke, and like no one laughed at first, but after 5 seconds they're like, "Oh,"
they said it, yeah, right?
I was like, my bad."
Yeah, that was pretty good, and I think the people who went up there, like the ones who hadn't been there, I was just impressed with everyone's confidence. Even for this scenario, and I guess maybe it's just because I haven't dove into the scene, but comedy is something that you at least have to have some level of self-assurance and self-confidence about, and what's funny to one person isn't funny to everyone, but that's the challenge of it, is making the thing that you know is funny come across as such.
Yeah.
So that was definitely good, though. I'm super stoked to go back hopefully every week and find some more, too, because I definitely want to check out some other ones.
Yeah, you also learn that they pretty much do like the same set every single week.
Yeah, that's.
You'll learn that.
I was wondering. Yeah, I wondered how
the best way to do it is bring it up different ways. Work it different ways.
Exactly. Try it. We'll try it 1 week and let it sit and let it stew for a week or two and think on it. Also, come back and try it again.
Also, bring up like new material. Also,
right.
Like try an old joke. Like rework an old joke during a set, but also bring up 2 new jokes.
Exactly. For every one that you do that's old, you're trying to revise. Make sure you got 2 new to match it.
Yeah.
Definitely. And like. I feel like writing comedy is like doing any other kind of creative-based, whether it be a graphic designer or like any other thing that you have to do. You have to take time out of your day to sit down and practice whatever you're doing. And it's not so much practice; it's just the habit of the work involved.
You just got to keep doing it.
Exactly. Yeah, and it with practice comes perfection, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But you also got to get on stage. I mean, just writing ain't going to do nothing.
Exactly. That's the whole big thing. But, like, I'm stoked for... I think the host, he said... The one guy, he said he's going to be roasting me this week or whatever. So, apparently there's a network scene right there.
Yeah, there's a decent amount that goes on. I've seen those guys before.
Yeah?
The host?
Yeah?
He goes on Monday night.
That's what's up.
So, we'll hit that one up, too.
And then,
we'll get 5 minutes together, and then we'll go do Monday. With 5 minutes of great material.
Exactly. We'll get up
great
there.
Material.
I definitely want to... my phone died, but I definitely want to film myself next time so I can watch it and cringe hard.
Either film it or just record it. Just work on your timing.
Right, yeah.
Unless you have a physical bit that you're trying to
actually act out.
I wrote down one last night, and I think it's gonna be a killer one. But you have to come Tuesday to find that one out.
Bossy Girls Pinup Joint down on North High. Check it out.
And if you don't laugh with us, you can laugh at us because I mean this past week I got a couple laughs, but I did not feel good about myself.
Right, yeah, I was... I
sped through it.
I felt good about myself just because it was the success of breaking this stage fright I thought I had. Right. Now it's all about composure and
I had this joke and I wanted to do it, and then I was like, hey, I'm getting off stage. But then I was like, no, I'm going to say it anyways. And I talked about putting my dick in a Listerine cup. No one needs to know about that.
That was funny. Yeah,
to cure chlamydia, people.
Yeah,
it's health reasons, not for weird reasons.
The bit from another guy was talking about how the patent for Listerine was mentioned as a feminine hygiene.
Let's not ruin his bit though.
Right.
Let them show up. Let them show up. And
what's
see
funny is, remember that guy who did the scat joke? That was pretty funny. Then I saw Chris D'Elia. I got home and checked it out, and he did a podcast. Yeah, and there's a dude named Scatman John.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a bit in his newest podcast where he makes fun of Scatman John, and I was like, what the heck? And funny enough, even more weirder, I listened to Scatman John like last week.
Right.
Before we went to this open mic,
it usually comes around.
It's weird, yeah, how like there's a
is it like word for word? Like was it like his bit?
No.
Okay. Maybe he just thought of it when that came around.
But I don't know if he saw it or not. But yeah,
right.
Bottom line, scat is funny as hell.
Well, the main issue.
Yeah, there you go.
Or poop.
Or poop. Yeah.
Anyways,
be careful which browser search engine you type it into.
Yes.
Right on. Well, let's get on to what's going on in the world this week.
Your movie, man.
This movie.
You talked about it last week.
Yeah, Dune. So there's a bunch of like not B-list celebrities, but top-ranking celebrities getting cast for this.
I've never heard a single one of them.
Yeah, Jason Momoa was Aquaman.
Yeah, but he got like put up on Girl Scout cookie boxes, and that sells. And everybody's like, "Ooh, such a great idea!" But you put some tits on a candy bar, give it to a kid to sell, like a boy.
It's gonna make some money.
But everybody's gonna be mad.
Yeah,
using women to sell fucking candy, but then you can use a fucking Jason Momoa shirtless body to sell fucking cookies.
And it's weird how like society doesn't equally.
Which I'm not trying to talk shit about the little girl. Good for her. She found a way to sell her cookies, as long as it was her idea. It might have been her mom's. I don't know.
How opposite would the situation be though if it was a shirtless woman? Obviously she couldn't be, but like I find that the society doesn't like hold accountable the culture for like, what do I want to call it? Taking advantage of good-looking dudes who are shredded. It's like it's only like lusty and attractive for marketing purposes to put a ripped dude on something. But if it's doing that for a woman and she's sexy and has a nice bust, it's sexist and like.
Actually, I don't agree with that one. I think if a woman wants to show her cleavage to make $5,000 for a candy bar, let her do it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, this is about Dune. This is about Dune.
Yeah. But yeah, so check out Dune if you haven't yet. It's pretty cool. I talked about it last week. I don't want to nerd out about it, but it's going to be really cool, and I can't wait for
2019.
I can't wait for all these Star Wars nerdos and Star Trekkies to really find out what a good sci-fi epic is.
It didn't even make money.
And
first time it was released,
but
it lost $10,000.
It lost $10 million.
Sorry, $10 million at the box office.
It was a huge budget piece for the time, and the technology. Like they thought special effects were good, but if you watch it, it's cringy. It's
not very good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a really cool story, and I just like watching old movies anyways because I think old special effects are cool. That's why I do like watching the original Star Trek series because they used to build all the set pieces.
Because it's real. It's not CGI. It's not computerized.
Like every episode they had to build an awesome set for, so it's not like a Seinfeld episode where it's like 4 different rooms every single time.
I've never seen Seinfeld. I hate that show.
That's crazy, bro. How are you trying to be a comedian and you haven't watched Seinfeld?
Dude, I don't know. That show's so stupid. Man. It's every other show ever invented.
I don't think
Friends,
we can do a podcast anymore.
We can though. Fuck a TV show, man.
But see, that's what's great. If you watch Seinfeld in the earlier seasons, they establish how the show. They want to get a show on NBC that's a show about nothing, which is basically what Seinfeld is. But the real creative genius behind Seinfeld is Larry David, and he did Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is also funny. Okay. But it's just like situational funny, like it's comedy about the inconvenience of daily living.
Like I listened, like I've heard, like
yeah.
What's his name?
Don't get me wrong.
Seinfeld. I've heard Seinfeld stand up.
Yeah,
I just don't watch the TV show.
Yeah. I've never like been hurled over laughing and crying tears because Seinfeld was so funny. But his situational comedy is pretty funny. And he's got bank, bro. You know how much money he makes from all the, what's it called? When they put something, syndication?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, Dune's Dune.
Does Kramer get that money too?
Probably not. Kramer went off the rails. Remember? Did you hear about that? Like a couple
years ago? I saw that.
That was of course funny.
That was not a good day. That is not how you deal with a heckler.
Yeah, Jason Alexander. I think he played George Costanza.
Okay.
I feel like I heard recently like he always gets typecasted for a certain role. because he was George, which is
Right.
a unique character,
Yeah.
which happens to a lot of people who do that. But yeah, that's Dune. If you guys know about it or are excited about it or don't give a damn, let us know, because what movies are you excited about? I know there's
what is the best science fiction movie? Beat this guy's Dune.
Yeah.
Science fiction for me.
Bring it.
I don't watch movies, but Futurama.
Futurama.
That's the number one.
Have you seen Disenchantment yet on Netflix?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's basically the same voice cast and a whole different show. It's really cool. I like that a lot.
Anyway, so there was a teacher who got fired again this week.
All right. Once again, the lovely educators of our society are getting fired left and right. What is it this time? Was he playing chess or checkers with a student on lunch break?
He was in. It's in Kentucky. He was a teacher, and he heard a 13, 14-year-old kid in class talk about how it's so difficult to come out. And because evidently they're bisexual, and they're having a hard time
I
about
think
it.
the girl was like contemplating suicide.
Yes, she was. She was thinking about committing suicide. So this teacher, who is also bisexual,
right?
What hadn't came out, not even to his family
was still
yet.
closeted. As his sexuality goes. Yeah.
And he ended up posting on Instagram and came out that he was gay. And basically was trying to
Now, did he tag her in it or what?
I don't know.
Because
very interesting. But I'm sure if someone's going to find out. If a teacher goes on Instagram at your school, how soon do you think you're going to find out?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it probably word got around, and I mean, hopefully it helped her. But he got fired.
Yeah.
Just for it. He's like, your sexual preference don't belong in this school. That's what the principal said. It's like, you got to get out of here.
And that's I don't know, if no harm was done in the situation, I don't understand why such a negative repercussion had to come.
Well, I mean, he was just trying to help her.
It was all in support.
And it was better than going into a fucking closet and saying, "Listen, I'm a bisexual too."
Yeah.
To a 13-year-old girl.
Exactly, and being weirdly private about it.
Yeah,
that.
Just trying to give some inspiration.
Yeah.
Trying to help her out.
And yeah, that makes me sad that such a compassionate educator no longer has their job now, and
he'll land on his feet.
Yeah, definitely. But Kentucky's a hard bargain sometimes.
He can move.
There's a weird pocket of not quite southern states that are very, I don't know. They still are set in those kinds of values. Exactly. Yeah. So that's I don't know. What will it be next week?
Well, the teacher will get fired for something.
Stay tuned.
I'm not sure.
It could be literally anything.
All right, what you got next?
All right, what we got next? So I read a really interesting article. Let me pull it up here so I don't paraphrase it and absolutely ruin it.
Facebook exec.
Yes.
Let me see this guy's name. I'll try to pronounce it.
Right, I'm gonna get it there for you. Right here. And I find a lot of my news articles and stuff on a daily basis, guys, on Reddit.com, Reddit. It's a very popular, not a social media website, but it's like a central hub for all kinds of people. I love the game Destiny, so there's a subreddit called Destiny. There's a subreddit called Penmanship Porn, which is just nice handwriting. There's all kinds of world news. This one I think came from World News.
Fuck.
Right? Yeah. There's one subreddit called Dragons Fucking Cars, which is just drawings of dragons fucking cars. It's really weird.
Hey, at least people have hobbies.
Hey, at least they imaginations, right? So, former Facebook executive said, "I think we have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. The short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops we've created are destroying how society works. No civil discourse, no cooperation, misinformation, mistruth. You are being programmed." That's coming straight from the mind and mouth of a former Facebook executive. And if that's not alarming, and you're not thinking about your screen time and social media use, I don't know what would get you to look at your behavior in a different way, because I totally see that happening and have for about the past 10 years. You know, I'm going to be 28 this year. We grew up in a really special kind of period in time where we had a landline. I used to talk, when someone wanted to call me from school, they had to call the house, and whoever answered it would be like, "Hey, is Isaac there?" And then, my dad shouts up for me, is like, "Hey, Isaac."
And if you were watching porn on the internet,
exactly,
it would cut out because the phone rang.
Right? Yeah. Of course, you can't unless you have two phone lines. Some rich people had two phone lines, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But that was in the days of dial-up. What I'm getting at is, my first social media was AIM, chat messaging, right?
Yeah.
Messaging. That was like the first time. It was a big deal. You used to come home from school and be excited to get on your instant messenger and talk to your friends. But now people cannot get off of their phones, and I admittedly probably more involved in social media than I would care to be. But it really is just like a simple, easy form of entertainment.
Right, but I think the issue is that you're just involved in your own shit. You only look at the shit that you're interested in.
And the way that Facebook cultivates the posts that you do see, it's a very programmed exposure to certain individuals.
Yeah.
And based on a few clicks, you might be seeing someone's post that you really aren't interested in.
You really don't have to go interact with people that are different than you.
Yeah,
at all. Or have different thoughts.
Yeah,
everything is confirmation bias that you're looking at on Facebook.
You can
Twitter.
seek out reaffirming ideologies.
You follow who is putting out the shit that
if you're a flat earther, you go find a flat Earth Facebook page, and that's exactly what this is
You telling me
about.
the Earth ain't flat, bro?
I don't know. It might be like a triangle shape, I think.
Well, then why? How would that not be flat then?
Well, it's like
Wouldn't there be edges?
I'm not saying it's not flat, but it's not round. You know, it's like it. What shape is the Earth? Because you know, it's like people think it's like a perfect sphere.
It looks like an egg, don't it?
It's like it's just a big rock, bro. Like, what shape is a rock?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it's a fucking circle. It's a globe.
I just heard about something called
it's a sphere. It's like offset.
Right. I just heard of something called agartha, which is the theory that the Earth is hollow. Pretty nuts.
Have you ever dug a hole?
I don't like to. Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Bullshit. It's hollow.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. But things like flat Earth and agartha and things that have no factual evidence and in reality. We talked about vaccines and stuff. You know,
right.
It's so easy in today's society to jump on the bandwagon of whatever the popular rage topic is of the week, and then 5-6 days later, nobody even brings it up anymore.
Yeah.
And that's really how it is. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because, like I said, that's the former Facebook executive. Just think about how you're spending your time on social media, because chances are you could stand to benefit from some behavioral changes that actually expose you to real personal interaction instead of fake or synthetic interaction through your screen.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
All right. I want you to beat the all-time greatest hide and seek record. All right.
Okay.
You want me to get? I'm gonna let you know how long you have to hide. Okay.
Okay.
106 years.
That's a good
100
spot.
Yeah. 106 years.
Did I get bathroom breaks?
As long as you're hiding, as long as no one finds you, bro.
Well, I need 106 years worth of diapers then.
No, like you can do whatever you want. Just don't get found. Because that's what this Galapagos tortoise did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah, he was extinct.
That's pretty dope.
They thought he was extinct.
What if you were like...
He was playing hide and go seek and he fell asleep. People just gave up looking for him.
And
like, well...
It's that much more special because it's the Galapagos, man. That's like one of the last untouched oasis.
Right, but why would they say it's extinct? And who would find him? Like, I'm sure there's been like 1 million people that have seen it and like, oh, there's a fucking turtle.
There's a turtle, yeah.
Right? Like, you have to be a fucking turtle nerd to be like, dude, that's an extinct turtle.
Right, yeah, and there definitely are. I mean, if there's a turtle nerd anywhere, it's definitely in the Galapagos. Because there's some weird, like, that's where, what's his name? Dude who thought of evolution. Or not thought of it, but Charles Darwin.
Yeah.
He got a lot of his observational theories from the Galapagos Islands because of the huge diversity of wildlife there.
Right.
There's like, I don't want to say hundreds, but tens at least of like species of turtles that are found in Galapagos that aren't anywhere else. So chances are, like, even if you are a turtle nerd, you might have just been like, hey man, that wasn't the turtle I thought it was.
Right.
That was Shelley. I thought that was Snapper, you know.
Right. What do you think about evolution? You think that's real?
Oh man.
There's a snake that has a tail that looks like a spider.
That's a whole podcast.
And it looks like it's a rattlesnake.
Yeah, have you ever seen moths' wings that look like owls' eyes?
No.
Yeah, there's like it amazes me how camouflaged prey animals
well, that snake with
become.
The spider tail just hangs out in the open and
then
wiggles its tail, and then a bird comes down to eat the little fucking spider that's wiggling. Next thing you know, bam!
Boom. Yeah,
and spider gets it.
If you don't believe in evolution or don't understand it,
you're an idiot.
I don't know. I don't know how you could try to look at the adapted the behavior that animals have adapted over time in order to survive. It's just straight up fact. If you want to survive as you go through this world, you have to change over time. That is all evolution is. It's change over time.
How long do you have to be like? And how long does someone have to be looking for you before they're like, you're extinct?
Yeah, that dude's gone, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Like the Tasmanian devil or tiger or whatever.
Yeah.
They like held out hope for, I want to say, like 5 or 8 years at least before they actually.
So the turtle's record is more.
Yeah, definitely.
They're
like
just,
he was off the grid, bro.
Yeah, Guinness World Record bullshit.
Yeah, he was doing exactly what he needed to do. Oh man, so yeah, that's a cool. Have you ever known anyone who has a turtle as a pet?
Yeah, they're stinky.
Were they weird?
Yeah.
The people, not the turtle.
Well, my little brother had a turtle as a pet.
Oh, okay.
He's a little fucking weird.
So by transitive property, yeah, you're weird, so he's weird. So.
That's a little rude. I'm not a fan of having weird fucking animals. Have a cat, have a dog.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything.
Unless it's cool. If it can kill something, I'm on board.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
You own a tiger, I'll be your best friend. Just has to be in a cage.
Scarface style.
It has to be in a cage.
Yeah, that'd be.
I ain't fucking with no, and it has to have a top on the cage.
Yeah, it needs to be fully enclosed.
100%.
All right. So what do we got next? Oh yeah, this next piece is another gamer-oriented piece. If you're not a gamer, you're probably bored by most of the stuff I talk about.
Nintendo went evil.
Nintendo has officially lived up to the fictional villain story that it created for itself many years ago, because their new CEO's name is Doug Bowser. Yes, you heard it. Nintendo's new CEO's last name is Bowser.
I wonder what Mario thinks about that.
I know, right? Where like the CFO has to be like Luigi, and then the CEO is Bowser, and then like the secretary is probably Princess Peach.
Right, I agree with that.
But basically, the big thing about this is the stock. Like Nintendo is one of like the strongest.
Steady.
To my knowledge, yeah. Like
it stays put.
Nintendo's kind of like some of the other really strong companies that are truly huge tech conglomerates. That like their stock never really like is bad. It's just constantly growing over time.
Yeah, right.
And that's also why they always feel the need to change up the gaming scene with like the Wii and the Switch and all these things. And combined with the Switch, and actually it's kind of surprising because the previous CEO, I think his name was Reggie Fils-Aimé, he was really beloved by the community.
Yeah.
But I think I'm glad to see something like this happen.
He was there for 13 years.
Yeah, on good terms. Like, it wasn't a scandal that pushed him out. It was,
but the stock rose like 14% right before he fucking retired.
Yeah, that's what's weird. There's definitely probably some suspicion of insider trading, because the stock rose, like you said, just an hour shy of him actually announcing
insider
that.
trading.
Yeah, that's all that is just being like, hey man. But it's the insider trading is usually the opposite. People usually sell their stocks before they tank. Right. In this case, you would have wanted to buy
all the stock before.
Yeah, it went up. So yeah,
so that's not illegal.
Right? Yeah, it's it would be outsider trading, right?
Right, but is that illegal?
I had no idea, bro. I'm not.
So let's tell me, a prostitute is. Robert Kraft got caught with that shit.
Hey, yes,
Fuck the Patriots, everybody. Fuck them. Ha
ha.
All right.
Deflate gate that.
It's the
prostitute.
What we going with the time limit?
Well, let me see here. Before our next piece.
Well, it's just a Florida man jerking and going to a bookstore.
Yeah, well, it's a very interesting story though, because
he's a multitasker.
He's definitely
the greatest multitasker among anybody I've ever met.
He was probably at least chewing gum too, because he was by one witness said he was walking down a bike trail while masturbating.
What have you done while masturbating? Name one thing other than watch porn that you've done while masturbating.
Over time, I switched my left hand to right hand, so I could click with the mouse on my right. So
so you don't have to stop.
Right? Yeah, that's the most dynamic adjustment I've ever made.
I didn't even think about that, because I usually have to stop after those 3-minute clips. Like, gotta do it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotta find a new video.
It really comes down to cleanliness, because I don't want like a bunch of lube all over my mouth, switching hands and whatnot.
I'd dry rub, bro.
Yeah.
All day. I don't want to clean up that lube. I'll just keep it real with you.
Hey man, whatever gets you there,
whatever helps.
But yeah, this Florida dude, and then after after all this happens.
The girl called the cops and said this dude is walking while masturbating, heading to a bookstore on a bike path.
An adult bookstore, yeah.
And the cops came and arrested him for a lewd act, and they found out that he had $800 on him and a little
bit of pot,
little amount of weed on him. And then they found out that he was wearing the same clothes that he used to steal a lockbox from a Marriott Inn.
Man, this guy's a busy guy. He's got an interesting life unfolding.
Dude, I want to hang out with this dude.
Yeah, he seems
wait, no, he stole $7,000, right?
Oh, yeah, where did he steal it from?
He stole from a Marriott hotel, Marriott Inn. And the issue was that he spent all of it on BB guns, BB pellets, and then like the air cartridges to shoot the BB bullets.
Right? What was it? Yeah, you said $700.
$7,000.
Oh yeah! Wow. And
you know how many
BBs and air guns? Yeah, this dude was going to war, bro.
On what though? What is he gonna do?
I don't know. Well, I mean, clearly the guy likes to masturbate in public. He hangs out at Marriott hotels a lot, and he is down for some airsoft fun. So, I mean, I don't know what...
This dude's going to have a fun time in jail.
If any of you single ladies are looking for a desirable man, I mean, I don't know what else you would want on your list to check off. That guy's probably got it made.
He's fucking confident as hell, jerking off in public like that.
Yeah, dude, what a bold move.
Right? That's alpha right there.
It's alpha as fuck, bro.
While walking... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like you brought up. Well, you know, what was the pants situation? Either you wear no pants out of the house, or like, did he have a backpack on and just like toss his pants in there and like?
He might have went through the little
just maybe that's part of the whole thing.
Maybe he had some shorts on.
Yeah,
but still,
he's probably done it multiple times. He knew exactly what he was doing, which is unfamiliar.
But that was a dude in fucking Florida.
Once again, Florida, and the craziest stuff happens in Florida only.
But it did not happen in Alaska. And the reason I bring up
Alaska, baby, all you snow babies out there,
is because we had a couple listeners from the great country of Alaska, and it is a fucking country.
In itself, yeah.
It does not belong to the United States.
It's closer to Russia than it is us.
We stole it, and they don't listen to any of our rules. They do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure you get paid to live there. Don't you get like a tax break if you live there? Because who the fuck wants to live there? But
what do they even do there? Why? How are they listening to this podcast?
Right? Yeah.
Hunting polar bears.
That's how I know they're bored.
Right? Building igloos.
Exactly.
I have no idea what goes on in Alaska, dude.
Probably.
So whoever listens to this in Alaska, you need to send us an email and you need to let us know what happens in Alaska.
If you're that Alaskan listener, bro.
Do you own a penguin?
Do you own a penguin?
First question.
Are you a scientist? Are you an aspiring igloo builder or an Inuit? What are they called? Native. You know, what's going on?
I think Inuit was the right one.
Right?
I think you're right on that one.
But let us know, because if you got some oil out there, I'm finna come out there.
What kind of food do you eat?
Yeah, is there seafood? Like,
what kind of fast food places do you have?
I want to know, because people are so ignorant here in the Midwest, and they have some insane desire to want sushi in a Midwestern state that is nearly landlocked. Only
that's ridiculous.
Excluded by
you shouldn't be allowed to eat that shit.
Yeah, no one should be serving raw fish in a state that is hundreds of miles away from the source.
Just if there's land around it, you're not allowed.
Yeah, and that's
you don't get sushi.
That's
go somewhere
specifically
else.
The reason I have not tried sushi, because I'll go somewhere where I at least am under the impression it was caught by a nearby body.
Oh, you caught this 10 minutes ago. I can eat this.
My buddy came in when I lived with him in the house one day. He's like, "Yeah, man, I got some gas station sushi."
That's disgusting.
Like, do you want dirty underwear?
That's disgusting.
You know, like I don't know. I barely buy, you know, the pizza or like the little roller things from the gas station, let alone. But you know.
But yeah, let me know what goes on in Alaska. Let me know what you're doing for a living. Are you fishing?
Yeah. Do you want to come? You want to be on the podcast?
Dude, if you know anything about audio engineering, we will hire you.
Right.
We will not pay you anything. And we will hire you.
And speaking of, not just you Alaskans, but any of you people watching this, if you guys are interested in what we're doing, if you have a topic you want to suggest, you know, eventually we're hoping to have some guests on here, right?
Right.
Yes. We would love that. You know, right now, we just happened to find each other at a time when we were both creatively in a place where we wanted to do exactly this. So if you feel like you maybe could possibly contribute to the
or
kinds
just
of
want
things
to
we
talk,
about, or just want to talk, what news articles are concerning to you?
I do have a new thing that maybe I can throw out there.
Right?
A list.
A list.
Everybody that's out there, a list.
Lists.
Yeah, send me a list of your top 5 fucking favorite beers because Tuesday I'm going off the wagon.
Yeah, because
it's not even been that bad. But
Guinea Pig Brando, our last segment, if you caught episode 2,
Yep.
we're on whopping episode 3. We're getting up there in the big numbers now. But Brandon made the decision to cut alcohol out for a week, right?
For a week, but I think I'm just going to drink Tuesday. It's not even been that bad. I finally got to a decent time, like, in bed last night. The rest of the time, I've just been like, oh, I should drink a beer. But I was like, you know what? I made a promise to somebody, and I made a promise to this podcast.
To the podcast,
I'm gonna
keep
it going. But no, I plan on. I'm not going to come back and drink like it was. I might drink once a week.
I think
not even that.
I think taking the break away from it makes you realize how over obsessive you were in your behavior.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us do things out of boredom, whether it's drinking coffee or drinking beer or chewing gum. If it's something you're used to doing, it's that much easier to do.
Right.
So, yeah, man, congrats on that. How many days has it been right now? 3?
Yeah, 3, 4.
That's
I mean, we're going into the weekend. That's going to be the part that sucks.
Right? And, you didn't get the shakes or anything crazy
like that. I'm not an alcoholic.
Exactly, yeah. But for anyone listening, if you are an alcoholic and you're worried about trying to quit drinking for 72 hours...
You can do it.
You can do it. Just do it 1 hour at a time, and if you do that 24 times, guess what? That day's over, and you'll eventually go to sleep. So some of that, you won't even be awake for. It'll be like, 60. Like, if you get a good sleep schedule going, you will be surprised at how much your body will compliment you for your good behavior. Yes. For not putting those strange foreign liquids in your body.
So yeah, send me that top 5 list of your favorite beers. And if I don't like them, I'll tell you about them.
And you'll still drink them.
No.
No.
I've already had them before.
Oh,
I'm not gonna get them again.
Okay.
But
I'm
let me know.
I'm not a big beer guy, so that'll be all you.
Let me know. That's fine.
Right.
Alaskans, you guys can send me beer.
If there's
you could probably get some dry ice. I will pay shipping and handling. I will not care. Hit me up if you have like an Alaskan brewery or something. If you do some home brews, let me know, because I think alcohol is actually illegal in Alaska.
What?
In some spots, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alcohol is illegal in Alaska.
Interesting.
In some spots.
Right, yeah.
Counties, like there's dry counties. Like the place where they make Jack Daniels, like that's a dry county. They're not allowed to drink there.
That's interesting, because when I went down to Louisiana to visit my buddy a couple years ago, it's so crazy. Like, the Southern culture is so much more open. Like, you can buy like handles of liquor at the gas station, behind the counter. Yeah, it's like nothing, and there's no like cutoff hour. You can just anytime, all the time.
Pennsylvania, you have to go to an actual shop. You have to go to a liquor shop, a beer shop.
That's kind of interesting.
And if you go to a beer shop, I forget what they're called. Like, if you go to the beer shop, which is a smaller one, you're only allowed to buy 12 beers at a time.
Well,
so I would have to buy a 12-pack, carry it outside, place it down on the ground, walk back in to go buy another 12-pack.
Oh, wow, that sounds miserable.
Because you couldn't buy a case. But then if you went to an actual distribution center, like, you could buy a keg.
Well, I was going to say
the place
kegs,
was huge.
Wow.
But they had 12-packs.
I wonder monetarily if that contributes to the overall sale of stuff, or if that's strictly for regulatory purposes.
I have no idea. I went to a gas station and I was trying to buy beer. I walked in, I was looking for it. I was like, oh shit, I knew this. So
right. I remember sometimes my dad will talk about back, I think it was probably during the late 70s or 80s or whatever, they used to have 2 different types of alcohol. Really? One was a higher content than another.
Yeah.
So I think if you were 18, you could buy the one, but if you're 21, you could only buy the higher one. But yeah, I have to look into that, because that's there's an interesting peer into our culture over the last 100 years. That turtle was alive for it all.
Yeah, they were just chilling.
Yeah, right? So, but yeah,
fucking turtle pisses me off.
Because, if you think about it, in the last 100 years, almost all of the narcotics that are on all of the scheduled drug lists have come about within the last 100 years,
And have ended up there.
It's not like it was 1773 and people were fucking...
I mean, alcohol went there, came back...
Exactly, yeah, with prohibition and stuff. Yeah. And I think finally we're pushing the envelope of...
the government put, arsenic inside alcohol during prohibition to kill people?
Yeah, I believe it, man.
They found stills
Man.
Like, instead of destroying the stuff, we're just going to put poison in there.
Sometimes
you can actually look up these studies.
Yeah, I feel unpatriotic sometimes because I feel so betrayed of the past actions of the government, right?
Well, I mean, there was a report that the government did, like, got a whole bunch of African Americans in the 60s and just gave them a bunch of LSD, put them in the house.
That's what I was getting ready to bring up, yeah.
Sent a bunch of hookers in there.
Yeah, like that's, and like...
See what would happen to them.
I can't think of a more cruel thing to do than to unknowingly dose someone with a high amount of psychedelics. And
they just kept doing it. They wondered what's going to happen non-stop. All of them got diseases. Yeah, they're going to all of them lost their mind.
Insane. That's crazy. But, yeah, man, that's... that
was pretty much it for...
we got, yeah.
That was going on. So the weekend's coming up. What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, what we got, it is Friday. I have tomorrow off. I got to finish helping my parents clean up the basement. If it ever stops raining, it's actually been pretty decent here in Ohio.
No, it snowed. There was like 6 inches on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that was right. See, I forget even the past.
I drive for a living. And I had to go on 270, which is the big outerbound.
Oh yeah.
It's the major highway in Central Ohio.
Getting anywhere in Ohio.
Yeah, it's 4 lanes. Goes around Columbus. That is what it is.
And if you're a tourist and you love construction, if you love non-stop construction, come to Ohio because
our roads are wonderful. Yeah. If you like to look at shit and be stopped in your car.
So many orange barrels and cones and different orange shapes and all kinds of cool, big, heavy machinery just getting in your front
just hanging out, not doing nothing.
Yeah, just on the side of the road, in your way. 2 lanes closed off for 7 months.
Shit. But yeah, anyways, on that big snow day, there was some dude that decided he was going to park sideways on 270.
Nice. Just get out here and park real quick.
He did. He ran to the wall and just left his vehicle. They left. And it was sideways. It was going into 2 lanes.
So, sometimes I see cars and I'm like, is that person still alive or dead inside him? Right. Like underneath it, because, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but hopefully it stops raining. Hopefully it stops snowing. You can get some shit. I'm ready for some good weather.
I'm ready for the spring, for sure.
What are you going to do? What's your favorite thing about spring?
I'm excited to get into rock climbing, bouldering. I've went bouldering a couple times, which is like fake rock climbing. Yeah, why are you shaking your head, bro? You don't want to climb rocks with me?
I'll climb. No, I'll go do it. Fuck it, I'll go do it. I'm not gonna say I'm good at it.
The only reason, me either. But the only reason I really like took a liking to it is because I don't want to spend money on a gym membership because I just don't like the setting of a gym and a social environment.
So you climb rocks.
In my opinion, it's a better overall full body workout. And the places who have bouldering, they have all the workout equipment you need because they want people to come join them monthly instead of a gym membership because obviously they don't have all like the lever machines and strength training and resistance training but they have the dumbbells, all the real equipment that you need and climbing and if you climb for about 45 minutes your arms will be totally heavier than you ever.
So are you gonna go out and look at a rock and be like, I'm gonna climb this rock, dude, and then start climbing?
If you have Netflix, check out the movie Valley Uprising. It's a brief documentary on the history of rock climbing in Yosemite National Park in America, and it's got some really epic stories.
Is it Alex Honnold?
No, he's in it a little bit, I think, but basically it's one of those movies like
he just free climbed like the biggest mountain ever.
He's a mental insane person, but he's a insane freakish athlete that just defies sanity by his magnificence and sheer bravery,
Bravery, and dude's insane.
Yeah, definitely.
Passionate, but insane.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, the thing that's hard about rock climbing, like bouldering, is a whole different world. It's pretty much 2 completely different things.
Right.
So, climbing fake rocks and fake handholds is nothing like actually having to climb a rock that you have to make up. That's something you just.
I'm pretty sure rock climbing just became an Olympic sport, did it not?
Bouldering or rock climbing?
Bouldering. It's a set
possibly,
course.
because it's really popular. I didn't know it was really popular in I think China and Japan.
Yeah,
but it's been big elsewhere. But it's really cool.
I'm pretty sure it just became. Maybe it didn't. We'll bring that new info.
Right? Maybe we'll do some.
Tuesday. We'll bring it back.
We might do a video segment once we get all the things running of some nice rock climbing.
Of me rock climbing?
Bloopers.
I'll do some rock climbing.
And watch me fall. But it's
that's
cool.
Interesting. I will say that.
And I like physical activity, but I never want it to feel like a burden. I want my physical activity to feel like play more than work.
Right.
And the gym always feels like work, whether it be after you get off work or you're just not in the mood. One of those days, it's way easier, and I'm way more likely to pursue the activity if it's play instead of work. If I look at it that way.
I plan on going golfing.
Man.
That's about it.
And
Dude.
this week, for the random sound interruption, that would be the fire alarm in my house.
Bro, are we gonna burn
What
down?
a curse, bro.
You guys might fucking listen to a recording
Exactly,
of two
yeah.
deaths.
This could be...
Alright, it's over. Who cares?
Yeah, next week on the current events, us.
2 people dying of fucking fire.
While filming a podcast.
They better fucking upload it.
That's for some reason, like, our smoke alarms are sensitive. Like, if there's any smoke in my oven, my parents are cooking pizza right now, it just, like, sets them all off and then it just goes off.
What type of pizza? What do you put on your
homemade
pizza?
pizza, bro.
What do you put on your pizza?
I'm a regular plain pizza guy. I like hot stuff, so like pepperoni. I like thin crust and deep dish, but like sometimes some mushrooms or some sausage or like olives. I like olives, but I don't like onions and like supreme pizzas. I'm not a big veggie guy.
You had me at the very first thing you said. Pepperoni.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want on my pizza.
Yeah.
You put anything else on there, you fucked it up.
that's definitely a strong statement, but I can agree because it's like it amazes me the people who pick pepperoni off. It's like, what are you doing?
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't eat that.
You're ruining
Go,
it.
yeah, go get your own food. Fuck
Why don't you go get a cheeseburger and take the cheese off?
Fucking idiot. It's called a hamburger. Buy a fucking cheese pizza. Ask for fucking half cheese. Jesus. You have just upset me so much. That might be my biggest pet peeve of all time.
Right,
People picking off shit off their food.
That you just gave me an idea for a segment next week called "What Grinds Your Gears," and we'll both try to think of something that really just
Disrespectful people.
Right? Yeah. Well, yeah, but pinpoint it a little, situationally. Like, I don't know. I'll have to think of something. That'll be a brainstorm.
Right. People are like, yeah, well, I think about that. You just sprung that up on me. I'm sure I can come up with something, though.
Yeah, because everybody has a pet peeve, whether you're
probably myself. What I do to myself.
Same here.
Like the decisions I make.
The little,
I know I shouldn't do, but you know what? They're fun.
Right,
come up with some good stories.
Hindsight is 20/20.
So.
Always. Well, right on, dude. You got anything else you want to mention this week?
My plans for this weekend is pretty much nothing. Get a Patreon going, so we'll have a Patreon account.
Yes, hopefully.
And I will try
Give us all your money.
Yep, please. Or if you just like the show and want us to keep doing what we're doing, maybe get a better camera and a better setup.
Hopefully, even if
a little bit of money will help, and the information will be in the description below.
Right. If you can't contribute, that's totally okay. Still go there and follow us. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a platform that is very popular for people to try to provide financial support for their artistic endeavors, such as podcasts or painting or whatever it may be, people trying to film movies. So if you like the podcast, then hopefully the audio is pretty good. We're going to try and get the audio and video mastered up here. I would like, by episode 10, I would like for us to have our regular video uploads along with the audio.
I would like to have video.
So, but yeah, we got to work out some more equipment situations.
That means give us money.
That means give us all the zeros, baby. More commas, less drama.
That's right. Yeah. Better equipment.
Right.
You'll see our pretty faces better.
Mm-hmm. And I have to figure out how to do lighting, too. Lighting's a fickle mistress.
Well, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I can build some shit. We'll figure it out. I'll build a couple stage lights.
I have to build a little light box or something. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I got to do some deep internet searching. Not really deep, but just Google some things like how to light. Or
if you know anything about lights, hit us up immediately.
Yeah, let us know if something about our set or our podcast just totally grinding your gears. Because let us know. Because if we're doing
socks.
The way I was watching myself earlier on one from earlier, and I was like, man, I have really bad posture, so I probably still do, but improve yourself, aim for improvement, man. That's all about what this is about,
I have terrible posture right now, but you just pointed out, and I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to fuck you.
Yeah, man.
No.
Scoliosis, baby.
Yep.
Right on, guys.
Diseases are like Pokemon. I'm trying to catch them all.
Hey, it's like, why not? But you have a Pokeball for them, or like you just keep them all at once?
I'll write them down on a list.
That's cool.
I put my prescription tag on there.
Exactly.
It's a memory.
Write down all your feelings and put it on the shelf, right?
For the most part. Other than that,
that's my STDs. Sorry.
STDs. Yeah, have you ever had an STD?
I never have actually, but I do need to go get checked because I just have, it's just a responsible adult thing to do.
Right.
I'm like,
not that I would know.
Right.
You can go to CVS Minute Clinic. They'll do it right there.
Okay, that's
with my insurance. It costs $13. I mean, from a coworker that I talked about.
I mean, I just the other day I went to CVS and dropped my pants and showed the cashier, and she's cool, but I didn't know you could get checked there too.
You did what?
Not really.
That's sexual assault. Unless you ask for it.
No.
Or if you yell surprise, I don't think it's illegal.
I really just wanted to be like that guy from Florida.
I don't think it's illegal if you yell surprise.
Surprise!
I think it's just a treat.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise party. Man.
Like, sometimes people give me surprises I don't like. It's not like I'm like, oh, I fucking hate you.
Everyone thinks, like, surprises are good, but they don't realize is...
Every now and then.
Surprise in general is an alarming thing.
Right?
Yeah,
I used to live with some people that would take a remote control and shove it up my butt. That's where that comes
like all the way in?
No, just like they would hit the pants and try to push in.
Of course.
So it wouldn't go in.
Yeah.
But they said they would yell surprise and they would say it's not rape. It's a gift.
And that's what we call repressed homophobic masculinity.
I was cool with it. Like they were being weird about it.
As long as you don't have a brown remote.
You got a good point. I never used that motherfucking remote.
All right, guys. I think the fire alarm is telling us it's
To
the end of
end,
episode
yeah.
3, right?
Well, I think I'm kind of upset at that fire alarm because I ended on remote up my butt, and then next thing you know, it was gone. That same dude that would do that, he grabbed my foot one time while I was getting a hand job on the couch. We were watching the movie.
Close proximity.
Not him. No. Okay, we were on an
He
L.
grabbed your foot while reach around?
We were on an L-shaped couch,
Okay.
and he was on the far side, and I was laying with a female on this side.
Gotcha.
And he went to grab the females, like he didn't know what was going on. He was going to scare her.
Right.
And it was...
And he ruined the whole thing.
No, like once he grabbed it, it went boom! Alarm, that fire alarm went off in my pants.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it shot off. And I was like,
What just happened?
what do I do here? And it was a community couch, like everybody that was living in the apartment complex
right
would
on.
like hang out on there.
Nice bodily fluid,
And-
discharge.
They got...
Just add into the mixture, man. That's all.
pretty much.
It's the recipe.
This fucking cesspool. It's fucking... Are you kidding me? There was a bunch of 20-year-olds. I'm sure there's more than one fucking hand job on that couch.
That's it. Yeah, that's something you never want to do is like get used furniture from middle-aged mid-20s individuals.
Well, the ARC reporters, I left.
Yeah.
Like right after that.
Mm.
I went and cleaned myself up. I'm not trying to hang out with all that on there.
Man,
So I just left into watching the movie, and she was pissed.
Got what I came for. See you later.
No, it's not even that.
Of course,
I was trying
yeah.
to clean myself up, and yes, it did take me a while to get back. I fucking sat down. I made some food.
Right.
I was hungry.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just drained my body.
It's only It's only natural if you don't fall asleep right after to want some fucking food.
Yeah.
Like goddamn.
But I did look at my bed and was like, I could be up in that motherfucker right now.
Right meow.
Yeah, I went, took a shower, everything, man. It was wonderful. Anyways,
That was
that is the end of that story. I don't even know if you guys want to listen to that shit. My family listens to this, man. What the fuck are we talking
That's
about? The fuck
I
are we
haven't shown my
talking about?
family yet. My parents are very reserved.
Well, you might not want to show them this fucking video.
Definitely.
Or this episode.
Yeah.
They will look at me a different way.
Not a different way. They just I don't know. My mom's very what do I want to call it? It's like the baby. There's the portion of the baby boomer generation that's like super sensitive to stuff that was like borderline racy back then,
right?
Which would be like high skirts and stuff and like cussing. Like my mom doesn't cuss.
I invited my mom to a strip club on my birthday.
Nice.
Fuck it, let's see what happens. I didn't even have my birthday at a strip club. I didn't even have a birthday party. I just texted my mom like, hey, I have a birthday party at a strip club.
Let's do it.
She was like, Anyways, I think we're good. You guys can follow the show on Twitter at Jokes and Smoke. That's capital JOKESAN, capital SMOKE. You can also get on Instagram. It's Jokes and Smoke, Jokin and Smokin.
Yep.
JOKIN and AND Smokin, SMOKIN. If you don't know how to spell that, I kind of don't want you to follow me anyways.
Right, and the links will be in the description.
Yes, it will. Email the Joker and the Smoker.
Right, yep.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Send us your list. Send us everything you got.
Yes, comments,
I want to try some new beers on Tuesday.
What you love, what you hate, and we will. We should be slated to work on some new material, and episode 4 will be in the works.
Yes, it will be. This will be uploaded on Sunday. Sunday night, get a Monday, Podbean.
Hey, baby, start the week off right, guys.
Leaving off with some music.
Yeah, this is the Joker and the Smoker, guys. Adios.
Hell yeah.
Excellent, bro.